There we go. Hello everyone and welcome to another Weekend at Loka's. Once again hosted by me, LokaCola, obviously because it's, the series is literally named after me. Anyway, today, today isn't exactly, actually, I was about to say that today isn't exactly a special day. Then again, it kind of is if you live in the land of the free, which I do not. But regardless, man, did I really go off rail there already. Anyway, earlier this week was we saw the 25th anniversary of the Ace Combat series, a series that has meant a lot to me. So I felt that celebrating the 25th anniversary of Ace Combat on Weekend at Loka's only made perfect sense. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna celebrate the 25th anniversary of Ace Combat. I was about to say Ace Combat 7, but the game isn't that old. I mean, it would be kind of amazing if Ace Combat 7 was 25 years ago. I mean, if that were the case, Namco and Project Aces was way ahead of everyone else in terms of graphical fidelity and storytelling and, well, literally everything. Anyway, I'm gonna play some Ace Combat 7 multiplayer because that's, well, I felt that made the most sense, probably. In my position as someone who really only streams from the PS4 because I'm low budget like that. I mean, the best thing would really be to stream the original game and maybe have a marathon, which I am doing by myself. It's just not being streamed. So yeah, the 5th anniversary especially, well, like, it is gonna be Ace Combat 7 multiplayer, as stated multiple times, but it's also gonna be a little bit more interesting in terms of what I'll be flying today. I've set up a whole bunch of aircraft sets. It took a while, but it's gonna be worth it, hopefully. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I'm gonna try to basically play through 25 years of Ace Combat. Now, well, not exactly, because it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but I can accomplish a few of these at least. Like, here we have the Rasgrease skin from my personal favorite of the Ace Combat series, Ace Combat 5. No War Dog, unfortunately, because the War Dog skin isn't in the game. Not yet, anyway. Maybe it will be at some point. Who knows? So I'll be flying the Rasgrease. Might fly this, the Rafale, for the Alicorn. Well, they're not called the Alicorn Squadron, but because might as well incorporate things from 7, especially from the DLC, which is pretty great, including the Mimic Squadron. I think this is... I can never tell who's who between Scream and Rage. But I'll probably fly that, not the Typhoon. And of course, Mobius 1, engage. Wouldn't be a 25th anniversary special without the man himself, Mobius 1. Probably the most famous protagonist. Followed by Pixie, of course. Wouldn't be Ace Combat otherwise. And Garuda, sort of. I mean, it's not the Garuda skin because it's not in the game, but I mean, it doesn't look that much different, to be honest. Only slap on a emblem and it's fine. And then we got, as I said, stuff from 7. So we got Mihail's Su-30. To be technical, it's a Su-30 SM, but whatever. Of course, can't have Ace Combat without Jello 13, also from 4. Here's another one that's a little bit more tricky, but you might be able to guess who it is. I'm afraid to say who it is, because I don't... Well, I want to let you guess on that one, and also I don't want to spawn any anger because of who it is and from what game it is. Mihail again, where I'm gonna pull off some EML shenanigans, which I apologize in advance for. And Pixie again, because it wouldn't be a laser show. Well, it wouldn't be Ace Combat without a laser show, so yeah, that's what I managed to do. So we're gonna jump into some multiplayer. Let's see, probably one of those unlimited costs, because I am a horrible person that has no I would... Okay, Team Deathmatch, they'll be good. Now the waiting games begin. I will of course also discuss a little bit about Ace Combat in general, since it is the 25th anniversary special. Mostly in terms of, well, kind of the series in general, with some emphasis on my personal experience with the series, how I got into Ace Combat series. A little bit about my personal favorites, some Hall of Shames in the sense that I will also bring up the games I haven't played in the series. They're not very many, fortunately, but also kind of notable regardless. And yeah. I did mention I was having a personal Ace Combat marathon by myself. And I started, of course, with the original Ace Combat, or Air Combat, on June 30th, because it was released in June 30th, 1995. Which, fun fact, well, it's not exactly a fun fact, I suppose, but I just find it mildly interesting that the original game released in June 30th of 1995. I was born in 1995 on July 9th, which, so it's a couple of days later. I just find that a little bit interesting, but oh well. So I played that, and I've been playing that for a bit. Haven't been able to finish it yet though. I've also been playing some other stuff as well, to kind of mix things up, considering I am going to play basically almost 25 years worth of Ace Combat games. So I do need some variation as well. So I've been playing a little bit of Battlefield 5, a little bit of Modern Warfare, and that's probably how things are gonna go. So yeah, don't remember how many missions there is in the original game. But I've finished the first 6 missions at least so far. Would have made more progress if it wasn't because of freaking Mission 5 being an absolute pain in the bum. And I just remember that even though I wrote it in the description, where we're kinda sorta, I guess, also celebrating Osean Independence Day. Not officially, but I mean Osea, you know, and America, you know. Yes. Can we sort this soon, please? It's been over like 11 minutes. Granted, it's been a lot of me faffing about and showing the what aircraft sets I'm primarily going to be using on today's stream. Yeah, and like this also goes like I would like to. I mean, like in I could, in theory, I suppose, just slap on the Phoenix emblem if I say want to, like, oh, here's representing the original air combat. But I don't know, it wouldn't really be the same without that original skin. So I'm sticking with Mobius. Maybe, well, and Trigger, obviously, that goes without saying. And what's the other one? Oh, well, that's actually a dumb question. Like, I mean, how many aces don't fly with an F-22 in this series? But the one from Skies of Deception, I suppose that one could be relatively easy to represent, I suppose. But yeah, air combat, it's a relic. Like, I appreciate the game because, well, for one, it's a little bit of an odd curiosity, and also because it's essentially the birth of this series. And let's not immediately start with the Morgan. Let's go Mobius 1, I think. So that, like, I appreciate on that level, but I can't say I mean, I have some sort of fondness for that game, but like, it's really just on that, oh, it's a little bit of odd curiosity, and that it spawned this entire series. But like, that game has not aged well, neither in terms of graphics. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was primitive back when it released, and
enemy picked up on radar. Commence attack. Bring the enemy down together. Remember, you're not on your own out there. Your call sign is Alpha 2.
Man, I really am blanking. What was it? Oh yeah, like I mean, granted, I don't think any game came out from the PS1 era aging well, but like, I think even that game, I'm not sure it looked good even when it released. But then again, it was one of the launch games, I believe. At least it was a very early game. And oh, he's lagging all over the place.
Target hit.
Mobius 1, engage.
Alpha 2, locked on.
So the original game hasn't aged well graphically. It certainly hasn't aged well in the fact that, well, it's not compatible with the freaking DualShock controller. You have to control with the D-pad, and that's not good. Not good. Oh boy.
Alpha 2, box 2.
that could have been a halfway decent gun strafe.
Entering clouds.
Wow, I feel bad for the other team. Yeah, no wonder they're outnumbered. Oh, wow.
3 minutes remaining.
And we have an ESM aircraft. Which aircraft has the ESM? Something tells me it's only one. Or am I thinking of ECM? That may be what I'm thinking. Or am I? I don't even know which one isn't in this game. Hang on, let me quickly check. No, we can't actually check. Friendly planes. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there it is, the ADFX-01. Yep, that's the only plane that has the ESM. That's not very balanced. Borderline pay to win in a sense, but alright, let's go QAM meta. Wow, that made me feel bad actually. I mean, this entire match is making me feel bad. Oh boy.
Enemy locked on.
Oh no, is he the only one left now?
Target is in gun range.
Yep. So not fair to that guy. Got some nice music from 3D Cross Rumble or Assault Horizon Legacy. You know, it's actually funny that that game is, like, considering its title, I always presumed it was some sort of prequel to Assault Horizon, but like it's just a remake of Ace Combat 2. Was a little bit odd, but I mean it's a good remake. Not perfect though, because it doesn't have the Fire Young Man soundtrack, and that's, well, that should almost be punishable by something, because that's the freaking best song of that entire game. And man, I can't wait until I'm actually finished with air combat, because while that game hasn't aged well, I feel the second game, Ace Combat 2, has aged so much better. I mean, sure, it doesn't look that great by today's standards, of course. Again, it's a PS1 game. But like that, like I don't know what it is, but that game just holds up really well, like surprisingly well. I remember being really surprised when I played it first time, like, oh, this still holds up incredibly well. Survive the match without taking any damage? Huh, I didn't realize that. Highest accuracy regardless of weapon. Survive the match without being shot than once. Fire weapons the least. Flew for the longest time without being shot. Flew at the lowest average altitude. Alright. Some new nicknames. Well, the room... Okay, the room is still... Yeah. Yeah, that was really bad luck for him. Let's see, I got some new nicknames. Oh, wait. Maybe I should check what's going on. Apparently I'm the host now. I'm not sure I want host responsibility. Hosting a stream is responsibility enough. Sandpiper. Right. Well, there isn't exactly anything I can do right now. Room settings, I can change mode. Can't change these though. Interesting. Well, there's not anything I can do. Needs more player. Guess this will be a 3v3. Or not. Well, I guess we'll have to wait longer. There's the shot. I keep forgetting to actually. So I guess maybe this will be a fine opportunity to talk about how I got into the Ace Combat series, and I kind of feel a bit awkward about that. Because why can't I? I guess it really needs to have even teams. Because I joined fairly late, and I don't really think that's that's not the awkward part. The awkward part is considering which game I started out with, and let's see, can I? Anchorhead Bay, maybe? Because man, I really don't want to host. I joined the series in 2011. So if you're a long-time fan, you can probably guess which game was my first one. Yes, and of course it was Assault Horizon. The black sheep of the series. But, well, for good reason. I mean, as I played the series, played more games of the series, it's not undeserved. But at the same time, I'm not really on the I don't know if it really is a hate bandwagon per se, because I mean, the general opinion is that it's an okay game. I mean, most of the issues is that, well, it doesn't have the things that makes Ace Combat special and unique. Of course, there are some things, like, even not counting that, like, it still has a few problems, like that's completely unrelated to the I completely dropped the ball there again. Like, point being, the general consensus is it's a decent game. Not a good Ace Combat game though. But I still can't help but hold it in, I wouldn't necessarily say in high regard, but I do have a relatively high appreciation for that game, since, I mean, if I didn't... because here's the thing, I don't think I knew about the series before Assault Horizon. At least I can't remember any of it. And then what ended up happening was that I was browsing YouTube and there was literally nothing going on. I was incredibly bored when I saw that one of the Machinima trailer YouTube videos had uploaded the I think it was the Tokyo Game Show trailer for Assault Horizon. I was like, well, there's literally nothing else to watch, and I was a little bit curious about playing some type of flight game. So I watched that one, and it kind of blew me away actually, because I didn't really have any expectations per se. But for like a teenager like me who was really into the COD series at the time and Battlefield, like that trailer kind of blew me away for those reasons, and also like, oh, I didn't really expect this about that game, or a game like that. Like I just felt it looked much cooler than I anticipated. And so I ended up getting that game on launch. Originally wasn't going to, because I was going to get Battlefield 3. And being a teenager, I only had a limited budget. However, the thing with Battlefield 3 is that it essentially released when I was on like right before I was going on a vacation. And then I would basically come back, another week would pass, and then Skyrim would release. And Skyrim was at the time my most anticipated game of that year, because I loved and still love Oblivion. So I was like, well, I won't really play much Battlefield 3 once Skyrim drops, and it's not like I won't get that much time to play Battlefield 3 to begin with. So I skipped that game. I was like, okay, is there like any game that releases before? And then I saw, oh, Assault Horizon. I mean, that trailer looked pretty cool. I guess I'll buy that, or pre-order as a innocent teenager. I know no better, for the most part. I mean, I still pre-order games sometimes, including this one, but like it's not like those earlier days were like, oh, pre-ordering games, that's definitely not a problem. There's definitely no problems with that whatsoever. So I got the game, and I really enjoyed it. In fact, I still do. Well, at least last time I played it, I still enjoyed it for the most part. As I said, like, then going back to the earlier games, I could kind of see, oh, okay, I can see why this game isn't that popular with the community. And like, I could see, like, yeah, I can agree with a lot of the criticism, but still like it, because, well, mostly because of the fact that it was my first real game, or my first game in the series. and the fact that I did enjoy it, because like it's one of those, while the story is incredibly generic, I felt that at least it was executed competently, which I can't really say is the case, or well, I guess to some level they are, but I mean compared with other games within that story genre, like Modern Warfare and Battlefield 3, I did actually like comparing Assault Horizon's story with the one in Battlefield 3, or for instance, or like something like Homefront. I felt it was fairly competently made. I mean, sure, generic, but not bad at all. Oh boy. And yeah, but but I guess the real victory was that I enjoyed the game. I was like, okay, apparently there are some older games in the series. If I ever find some, I might check them out. And I one day found a copy of Ace Combat 5, bought that one, played it, and freaking loved it. Like on a whole other level than I ever did with Assault Horizon. Oof, I actually got it. And then I progressively played more and more of the games. I think... Let's see, I'm trying to think now. It started with Assault Horizon. Then got 5 and loved that one. Then I think... I don't remember if the next game I played... It might actually have been Ace Combat 2. And then 0. And then Infinity came out. And I was on the hype train for that one. And I basically played it for its entire lifetime. Wait, did I destroy someone with a machine gun? I didn't pay attention in that case. So what happens if I random Rocker Royale? I guess I'll do. And then as I was playing Infinity, I also played the original game for the 20th anniversary, which actually was supposed to result in some type of marathon, but that didn't end up being the case. Mostly because I was also playing The Witcher 3 and Batman Arkham Knight basically at the same time, so yeah, I like 2015 just ended up being a busy year in terms of partly because I did the stupid mistake of actually buying several games on launch and then like not being able to finish them on time, so I just had multiple games at once. And also it was my first semester of college, so that didn't really help. And then I didn't really play... Like, I mean, I collected the games, but it wasn't until last year, leading up to the release of Ace Combat 7, I was like, you know what, let's have a marathon. I just started very late, like very early January of 2019, and considering the game released in January 17th or 18th, or was it 19th even? I literally don't remember. So obviously I wasn't gonna make it, and also I didn't really have super much time because I remember they're taking a while to finish even the first game and then the second game. And then I played Ace Combat 3 for the first time, and I also played Ace Combat 4 for the first time. Now that some might say, oh, what did it take this long for you to play 4? That's blasphemy, and well, you're correct. And then, like, yeah, 4 was the final game I played for that hype marathon. But on the other hand, I hadn't played 3 or 4 before, and I certainly wanted to get through 4 before moving on to 7. Yeah. I also I completely forgot. I also played Assault Horizon Legacy when that came out in. When did it come out? Was that also 2015 or was it 2016? Don't remember. Yeah. Regardless, I also played that. And then last summer I started on Ace Combat Advance. Didn't really get very far. Understandably so. It's probably the worst game in the series, not counting the mobile games, as in. Well, really, there was only one, Northern Wings. Yeah, I attempted at. So yeah, I've I played most of the series. I played 1, I played 2, I played 3. The international version should be, just to be clear, 4, 5, 0. Assault Horizon Legacy, Infinity, and 7. And Advance. So the only ones I haven't played is 6, X, and Joint Assault. 6 is kind of a problem considering I don't have an Xbox. And I don't have any plans to get one right now because I don't really have the space for it. And it's also like I don't know, I don't really have that many games that I particularly care about enough to get on Xbox. That being said, I might still get a Xbox Series X at some point. Because I partly actually because of Ace Combat 6. I've always wanted to play it. I've seen videos on it, and it looks like a fun game. Then of course there's Skies of Deception and Joint Assault, which those two I at least will play in my marathon. So that will be interesting, particularly X, since I've heard a lot of interesting things about that one. Joint Assault might be just for for the heck of it, but oh well. So yeah, that's kind of my introduction into the series and the games I played and the games I haven't played. Can't really come up with anything more to say in terms of to 25th anniversary. Aside from the fact that I think it's impressive that the series has made it this far, and 7 was a success. Well done. Oh well, it's not like I wanted to host really. I just get super anxious. Let's see. Let's search for a room. Can't believe we've only had 2 matches. Should I know? Maybe I'll have to go for a battle royale. Because at least I don't think I have anything that's less than. Let me just check real quick. No, wait, I do. I do. Never mind. I've also played as Mobius 1 twice now, so probably a good time to switch it up. In terms of my favorite, I think I've said it already. It's 5. I'm one of those people. I know there are some people that don't have that high feelings for 5, and I can sort of understand them compared with how 4 is, but I don't know. I just 5 just really resonated with me. I think it was especially since I played it at the time when it just seemed that every military themed game was just the same every time. And even though that was an old game when I played it in 2012, like it was still like, oh, a war game that actually has a story like the way it is, that is very anti-war heavy. And not subtle with it either. I won't deny that. I do like 4 as well, and this might be blasphemous, but not really on the same level as a lot of other people. But I also think it's a little bit unfair of me considering how late I played it and how many games there was before going into, well, 4 or 04. But I do still really like it. I mean, I like all these games. As I said, I even like Assault Horizon. Not advanced, that one is not great. And the first one hasn't aged well, but I do kind of still appreciate it, if, as I said earlier, because it is a bit of an odd and interesting relic. It's also spawned the series, and I mean, there's some fun having with its simplicity. Let's go yellow. Since I was Mobius, so gotta do it in the right order. Because I'm OCD like that.
This is AWACS Windmaker. All aircraft enemy picked up on radar. Commence attack. Bring the enemy down together. Remember, you're not on your own out there. Your call sign is Alpha 1.
I almost confused this mission with... not mission, the music with another music track from a different game, and that would also be bad, but that doesn't really matter since I like this one, and I like the one, also like the one I was thinking of, which was, I don't remember what it's called, but it was from Assault Horizon. The one that plays when you're flying in Moscow as Bishop. This one is from 5. Well, of course, if you're watching this, you're probably an Ace Combat nut, so probably know that already. But hey, if there's anyone watching that like, oh, I've never played Ace Combat before, what's all this talk about? Let's hope that's not another Jello, because that would be kind of awkward to have Jello 13 shoot down his own squad mates.
Target not hit.
Yeah. Come on.
Alpha 1, locked on.
Oh boy.
Clouds. In gun range. 3 minutes remaining.
Ah. I was like, oh, did I actually get them, even though that did not look like it connected at all. Now I want... No, wait, never mind. I was about to say, did I forget to check if the SU-33 has the 3-gun skin, but... No, I'm pretty sure I checked. And I'm pretty sure the 3-gun skin isn't in this game. It's actually interesting that I think even Assault Horizon had more legacy skins than this game, because although some might have been DLC, come to think of it. I know it had the Strigan, it had Mobius, it had Yellow. Did it have Cypher? I think it, yeah, I think it had both Cypher and Pixie. It may have had Garuda. I don't remember actually, it's been a long time since I messed around with skins in Assault Horizons. Of course, can't really beat Infinity. I think that game included most of the major skins, if not all of them. I mean, heck, it even had like the strange real versions of Bishop and Markov that were DLC for Assault Horizon. That was always a bit weird actually, but I sort of also kind of understand it, considering that game had a more, well, was going for a more realistic approach and such. So I can understand that game not having flashy skins for its main protagonist and antagonist, but still kind of weird. I wonder if we'll ever see those two skins in this game. Something tells me probably not, but I don't know. They made it to Infinity, so who knows.
15 seconds.
Ooh boy.
time's up. Congratulations. You guys won.
Oh yeah. I feel like I didn't really contribute that much. Forgot to press next. Kind of need to do that. Let's see. Let's pick up the pace in terms of going through my aircraft sets. See, what did I unlock? Unlocked some new emblem and nickname. Republic of Ameria. Not sure how I unlocked it though. Cloud Seeker. Oh, so many. Must be rushing for like, oh, please be finished with the aircraft sets. All right, going in as the demon. We've been the Grim Reaper. We've been Yellow 13. Now it's time to be the demon. Oh, how fitting that this track is playing.
This is AWACS Windmaker. All aircraft enemy picked up on radar. Commence attack.
The 8492nd Squadron. The 8492nd doesn't exist. And thus the Rastries was born.
You've taken the initiative. Locked on.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Enemy locked on. Alpha 1. Missile closing. Evade. Bandit on you.
I know. Oh boy. No, this is not good.
Alpha 1 down.
Well, hiding in the cloud, well, attempting to hide in the clouds didn't exactly work out.
Locked on.
Oh no, who's got my...
Target is in gun range.
Who's got a hard lock on me?
Missile in the air.
Oh boy. Oh boy, that's a lot of missiles.
Fox 2.
Ooh! I got him. Another one down.
Enemy locked on. Alpha 1.
Ah!
Back in the lead. Box 3.
What are you doing all the way up there? Get back down here! Might not be a good idea to shoot missile through the clouds.
Entering clouds. Target is in gun range.
Stall warning.
Locked on.
Trying to save my teammate.
Stall warning.
Oh boy, boy.
Careful, enemy
Oh boy.
Enemy to your rear.
Missile.
Alpha
No.
down.
Chopper! No wait, I didn't crash in a stadium. We're fine, we're good. Except I just gave everyone who played it 5 some traumatic flashbacks. Why was that hard to say? Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do.
1 minute remaining. You need to act quick. In gun range. Fox 2. Fox 2. Your lead's been taken.
Whoa! He just flew right through me. Oh no, should have hit those flares.
Fox 3. Locked on. 15 seconds. Combat time's up.
Oh.
You lost. Don't let it happen again.
Apparently I got a trophy. Amazing job. Can't recall what that trophy actually is for. Actually, before going on the stream, I unlocked another trophy because I realized I didn't have all the aircraft I needed, so I had to unlock those as well as a few parts to actually get to them. That also gave me a trophy, although I don't remember which one. I really do want to go for the platinum at some point. Don't think I'm going to do that for my marathon, for my personal marathon, because that's just playing through the games, not going at them, going to get 100% in all of them, because, well, it's that's probably a little bit too much. We have to wait once more. At least the background music isn't as irritating as the one in Infinity. And I guess technically 6 was, since it was reused music, but that, I mean, like, it's not like I don't like that I didn't like that particular track. It's just that when you were sitting in the lobbies for what felt like hours, and that track was constantly playing. Like it became really irritating. Like, dun, 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 dun. It's like, oh, please stop! I'm completely tired of this song. But this one I feel is more better suited for just sitting in the lobby and doesn't annoy as much when listening to it for too long. Um, I can't really think of anything else to bring up in terms of its 25th anniversary. That I haven't already brought up, so... Alright, let's go with the next one. That will be Pixie. I think I'll say Super Planes for a little bit later. Especially since I can't use them in this lobby. Methinks. Unless I adjust the parts, well the loadouts, so that they have less points, but I can't be bothered to do that. I already have plenty of sets that will do. This would have been perfect to actually have Mobius 1 flying, but oh well. Not like you can know which music will play beforehand, nor being able to select which one will be playing, so oh well. Oh hey, an assist. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Locked on. Bandit down.
Nice. Joe Buddy, still alive? Well, yes I am, in fact. I was reborn.
3 minutes remaining. Careful, enemy locked on. Locked on.
Star warning.
In gun range.
Ah.
Entering clouds.
Ooh, no. I do still secretly hope that there will be some sort of major multiplayer update that adds some new modes like a co-op mode or some type of objective-based mode, a la Naval Fleet Assault or Capital Conquest, but I assume that will never happen, which is a shame. But then again, I'm a little bit mixed on having only team deathmatch and free for all, since I think it kind of becomes boring, and I don't really think Ace Combat is well suited for those types of mode, which I feel both. Well, I feel prior games especially kind of prove that. I suppose Assault Horizon was trying to alleviate that with the dogfight system, but that came with its own problems. As I said, I haven't played 6, so I don't have any experience with that multiplayer. But like in terms of Infinity, I never really enjoyed the regular team death matches. I think there were a few rounds where I actually had a bit of fun, but mostly it was just no. I think I would some dailies to get more supplied fuel or something like that, or if it was specifically for a tournament, but I tried to not play that as much, mostly because I felt it delved into circle jerks where it just hold the thrusters maximum speed, turn, spam QAM, and to be fair, I feel there's a bit of that in this game's multiplayer as well, but it doesn't feel quite as bad. I'm not sure what it is, if it's maybe because of the clouds, maybe because of some other things that I'm not well aware of in terms of how this game plays and how we can set up the different parts and such. So I don't know, like it's just something that I feel flows better in this particular game. On the flip side, there's also a reason why I don't really play the multiplayer for this game that much. I'm gonna, like, is this... Hang on, let's see, this should be my 6th Ace Combat 7 stream. And all of them have mostly been centered on multiplayer, or at least featured it in some part. No, wait, this should be the 5th, never mind. There was something about that didn't add up. And like outside of the streams, I haven't really played that much more of the multiplayer. I think at most that I can remember was probably on Top Gun Day, at least for this year, maybe last year as well. Maybe I even played it on the 1st anniversary of this game. Since I don't really remember, I don't play it that much. But it is kind of fun to pull out once in a while. Don't know what happened with my jaw there, but see. I think next up should be Garuda. It's weird I don't have a Cypher skin. I mean, there are a couple of few skins that is kind of weird that they're missing, but Cypher in particular is like, why don't you have Cypher? You have Pixie, and that's great. But where's Cypher? And Garuda for that matter, and Strigon. But hey, we will be getting more DLC later, so maybe we'll finally get those skins. I will certainly attempt to stream more of this game, both whenever these DLC are released. We don't even know what exactly it is. I mean, it's gonna be aircraft DLC. I would also like to see more single player DLC, but considering how the last DLC mission ends, like even though it ends before the ending of the main campaign, it kind of feels like it's supposed to be like some sort of like celebratory ending for Trigger. Like it very has like a finality to it, so I'm not expecting more story DLC, although I wouldn't be opposed to that. Especially since those DLC missions were really good. Wait, I'm the host? I didn't realize. I don't want to be the host. What is this? I didn't ask for this. Let's see. Garuda. There we go. So it should be Garuda. Oh, and then the one I'm thinking of actually isn't available to play in this lobby. So maybe skip that. Then again, I don't think I can do Trigger. But I can do Mihail. Alright. Oh, yes! Yes! This is playing.
All aircraft, enemy picked up on radar. Commence attack. Bring the enemy down together.
Time to dance. Time to dance with the angels.
Locked on. You've taken the initiative. Box 2. Box 2.
Missile.
Missile in the air.
It just occurred to me that the trophy I unlocked might have been related to medals.
Missile hit.
I think that's probably likely.
Locked on.
Come on, I want to strafe him. Ah, so close. No! Someone else got him. Oh no!
Missile in the air. Alpha 2, bandit on you. Alpha 2, down.
Man, playing this multiplayer and reminiscing about how I miss some type of co-op or objective-based game mode, and listening to this music, I'm making like, I miss Infinity. I really do. I know it was free to play. I know the microtransactions were questionable at best. I know it wasn't set in the strange real continuity, but then again, I actually really like the mix between real world and strange real elements. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really interesting to see where they could have gone with that later. That's not to say I think they should have done that instead of going back to strange real. I do love my strange real, but it's just one of those, man, I'm really interested to see where they could have taken that, or where they could have gone with that setting. But yeah, I did really like Infinity still. Man, do I miss it. I mean, I think I've said it earlier in the stream, but I did basically play that throughout its entire lifespan, almost. I didn't play quite on launch, I had to wait until 1st of June, or June 1st. Because at the time I was having limited data capped internet, so yeah, I couldn't exactly play as much online as I wanted or even download stuff. So I had to wait until the new month began, then I basically played the heck out of that game, and then I played it basically every day almost. I know there was at least one time where I took a couple of weeks off to not play that because it hadn't received content for a while, was getting kind of stale, less people were playing it, so it took longer to find matches and such. But then I jumped back in one, I think for might have still hopped on for a few matches, and then of course when the announcement came that they would shut down the servers, I was like, okay, let's just play it as much as I can of this game as I possibly can. And then, like, on the final day, I basically set up the entire night, which spent the entire night playing the game, burning through all my fuel that I still had. And it was interesting to actually unlock basically all the aircraft and fly around with them for a while. And then on the final day, I basically spent the entire night almost to, as I said, use up all my last supplied and stock fuel, I suppose. So I used them all up. Spent as much credits as I could just to be like, okay, let's make sure I don't miss any of its final content that I still haven't played. And then I played the campaign for the final time, and I'm not really one that cries when it comes to video games. Not because I'm like, oh, like crying is for weak. It's just I just don't do that in general when it comes to games or movies or books. But I will fully admit, like right after like going through the game for the final time, especially when I was playing the final campaign mission, because I did really like the campaign for what it was. Especially the final mission with the whole because the final mission was great, and because that great music was playing, and like I actually think that's one of my favorite missions in Ace Combat history. And then I finished that, exited the game, shut down my PS3. No way, I think I did actually start crying even in that moment, because it was just like, well, this is a great moment. This is the last time I will ever experience it. Because it was a game as I said, I played it for so long at that point, for its entire lifespan, which I think was almost 4 years. And then when you factor in the hype train, so to speak, that's another year where I was just like looking forward to the game and like being very excited for the new info, even when it was like, oh, it's a PS3 free-to-play game. That's a bit odd, but still was still looking forward to it, because I mean it was still a new Ace Combat, especially when it was worded as like, oh well, it might be. This is basically to see if there's an interest in this franchise. So the stakes were, at least it felt, a little bit high. So yeah, I started crying on that final mission then, because I mean, it was kind of like losing a friend. I know it sounds weird, but that's kind of what it felt like. So yeah, that was really sad for that moment and the following days. Let's see, yeah, we can't do trigger. Then again, that's an F-22, and we've already had the F-22 twice, so let's go with Mihail. Mihail will also have another opportunity then with the later aircraft. Ooh, now this is some great music.
This is AWACS Windmaker. All aircraft enemy picked up on radar. Commence attack. Bring the enemy down together. Remember,
I think it
you're
might
not on
be
your own out there.
specifically from this
Your
game,
call sign is Alpha 1.
although I don't recall it playing in the campaign, but it could. I think it may just be like some multiplayer music specifically. Oh, someone's flying in an A-10! Oh, you brave soul! Actually, come to think of it, there's only two types of people that fly an A-10 in multiplayer.
Target is in gun range.
Those who are doing it for the meme, or those who are probably actually good with it. Oh, that's brilliant.
Missile hit. Missile fired.
I think it probably acts as a fine bit of decoy, come to think of it. Come on, I really need to maneuver my plane so that it's not non-critical parts that get hit. Gotta take advantage of my plot armor. Well, I guess it's not technically plot armor, since it's more about moving
Missile fired.
and not taking absurd amount of damage. Although that does effectively lead to taking an absurd amount of damage.
Target is in gun range. 3 minutes remaining. Careful, enemy locked on
Okay, I'm a little bit scared now because I don't know where the Warthog went.
Enemy locked on.
What if he is sneaking up, well, as well as a freaking Warthog can sneak up on someone. It would be like an elephant sneaking up on someone.
Missile closing, evade. Fox 2, Fox 2.
Got some gun hits. Ah, there he is. Oh man, I feel... ah. Just be nice, I won't fire missiles at him. I will only go guns on him.
Star warning. Missile.
1 minute remaining. You're so close.
Star warning. Star warning.
In gun range.
Just occurred to me I didn't check if the F-16 has any special skins. I don't think it has, but
30 seconds remaining.
might be worth checking out actually. As I said, I want to be as thorough as I possibly can.
Missile. Missile.
Alpha 1, missile fired. 15 seconds.
No, what am I doing? Going the wrong way. There we go.
Combat time's up. Congratulations. You guys won.
I guess he... the Warthog was only for the meme then. Oh, what a mad lad. Huh, I wasn't shut down. Interesting. Got some new nicknames. Let's see. Let me just quickly check if the F-16 has any notable skins. I should have checked beforehand, but... skins. No, I did check it! Like, it looks so familiar. Now we can delete it. Let's see. Next up, I think... is going to be... one of these. Maybe the alicorn. I feel that's kind of scratching the bottom of the barrel. But hey, it is a notable skin, and well, I suppose I could go through the different Count and Strider skins, but that's a little bit too much if you ask me. Especially since they don't look that spectacular. I mean, there's a reason why I didn't even focus on them when I streamed the 25th anniversary update, even. Kinda need to go to the bathroom. I'm not sure I feel good enough about just running off right now. Especially since I'm the host of this lobby, even though I don't want to. Right, let's see. Yes, Alicorn, Mimic, and then leave this lobby. Oh yeah. And this would have been also fitting to have Mobius 1 instead, but...
This is AWACS Windmaker. All aircraft enemy picked up on radar. Commence attack.
Ooh, I can see my legs.
Remember, you're not on your own out there. Your call sign is Alpha 3.
Missile.
Oh boy.
Missile. Missile.
You've taken the initiative.
Ooh. I could actually see those missiles buzzing.
Alpha 3, missile fired. In gun range.
Missile.
Missile incoming.
Missile. Missile.
Target hit.
Missile.
Don't you see? The death of a million is a necessity. Salvation.
Top ace down. Great shooting. Alpha 3.
Also, I still can't get over how great this game looks.
Alpha 3, bandit on you.
It's kind of hard to really appreciate when you're just buzzing through, especially in multiplayer, since it's very fast-paced, but this game really does look good.
Missile evaded. Alpha 3, Fox 3. 3 minutes remaining.
Oh, that was a poor time to fire missiles.
On Alpha 3. Fox 2. Target hit.
Oh, we're destroying these guys. I feel really bad actually.
Locked on. Enemy locked on. Alpha 3.
Missile. Missile.
Missile incoming.
Missile.
Fox 2. Target is in gun range. 2 minutes remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Alpha 3, missile fired.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Alpha 3, locked on.
That could have been a perfect gun run, but oh well.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
1 minute remaining. You're so close.
Man, I really feel bad for the other team.
Missile.
Missile in the air.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile evaded. Locked on.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile.
Careful, enemy locked on.
Missile. 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 Stall warning. Stall warning.
Combat time's up. Congratulations. You guys won.
I feel kind of dirty. Oh no! 2 of them didn't even score. Oh no! Oh! I feel even worse now. Oh! I didn't take any damage. What? Wow, I do really feel bad. Big oof indeed. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Dum, 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 pow. Dum, 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 da, 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. A little bit curious to which aircraft I still haven't unlocked. Let's see, there's the F-15J and the YF-23. And the Foxhound. Oh yeah, this must be the DLC. Are those the only planes I haven't unlocked? No, there's quite a few parts I haven't unlocked, but... Huh. No wait, here's another one. The Su-35S. So wait till I... No, I can't. missing 3 aircraft. That's slightly surprising, actually. Oh, then there are all these parts that's specifically multiplayer. Oh, it's a full lobby. Alright, let's do this one as... Is it Rage? Or is it Scream? I can never remember. Then I'll back out so that I can use the final ones that are above 2500. And I will also take a short break to go to the bathroom real quick. And then continue on with the rest of the aircrafts. Since kinda getting close to 2 hours, could this be the longest Ace Combat 7 stream so far? I will need to check that. It won't be very hard to find out since well... Oh. This would have been fitting to have... Pixie. Oh well. That seems to be the common thread of this this stream. Wrong aircraft for the different songs. As I can't remember who's who between Rage and Scream, but I'm pretty sure this is the sister I'm having as the skin for. Feel he moved just in time, actually.
Miss. That's a miss.
Alright, who's after me?
Gun range. Top ace down. Great shooting. Enemy to your rear.
Yeah, I could tell.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
It's an SU-30.
Missile hit.
Dum, 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 dum. So let's see, we've gone through Megalith, Kimona, and now Zero. Trying to remember what other high-profile songs from the series are in the multiplayer. I know Flying Young Man from 2 is in this. Oh, right, and then there was also the Blue Skies Infinity remix. I think those are the like really major ones, as I don't think the Unsung War is in the multiplayer. Oh, wait, that guy's closer. Probably go for... No, wait, he's already... Nope.
Careful, enemy locked onto you.
Ah, no. Oh no, internet quality not great,
You're so
apparently.
close.
Missile.
Hopefully it won't kill the stream, no, that would be a shame.
Missile.
Alpha 1, locked on. Missile hit.
Missile. Missile.
30 seconds remaining.
Missile.
Oh, I feel so bad. Ah.
15 seconds.
Come on. Ooh,
Locked on.
nice.
Careful, enemy locked on. Combat time's up. Congratulations. You guys won.
Well then. Another victory. First place, but that was kind of obvious from the MVP screen. Ooh, can I get promoted? Can I get promoted? Yes! I'm now a major. New emblems and nicknames. Right, that won't be the end of the stream, but I do need to back out to take a... because, well, we're gonna need to find some other lobby that allows higher powered aircraft. I think I might also switch to Battle Royale. And I also need to take a short bathroom break. Doesn't seem like anyone is watching live right now, unless the view counter is bugged. That has happened before. But regardless, if you're watching live or if you're watching in advance, I won't leave you, even though it will be a break. I won't leave you without content. I am gonna pick a song from the music player. You're gonna get to hear it. I didn't increase the volume of the in-game music, but you can do that by yourself if you want to. So I will leave you to listen to Faceless Soldier as I go on a little bathroom break. So I'll be back in a second. And I'm back. Well, I was back a few seconds ago, but I wanted the song to keep playing. So that was Faceless Soldier by, I think, Keiki Kobayashi. There were multiple composers for this game. Kobayashi, I think, made this one, but I could be remembering wrong. So let's see, let's jump into some Battle Royale. Not to be confused with Battle Royale, as in PUBG, Fortnite, Warzone, Apex, or the new Ubisoft one. But rather free for all. So I'll probably play a few rounds. I don't have that many more aircrafts to go through. Even though I guess since I played as Mobius twice, I don't know. Let's see. We will start with where's the there we go. So let's see. We have that one. Then we have the XO2 and the Morgan. And then I want another stab at the Raptor. That might actually close off the stream. So there will only be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I think it should be 4 Battle Royale matches. So
This is AWACS Windmaker.
can you guess who this is supposed to represent? I know it's not perfect. Doesn't have the shark mouth, but the actual skin is, I think, pretty much the same, like in terms of coloring and such. And the red star should make it a little bit more obvious. So yes, this is supposed to be Akula or Markov. Assault Horizon might not be the most well-received game in the series by the community, but as I said earlier, this was the first game I played in the series, and I do kind of like it partly because of that. Because I mean, if I didn't play Assault Horizon, I mean, who knows? Would I have even discovered the series? Oh boy. Okay. At least there's actual host migration in this game and not like Infinity where the entire game's like, whoop, guess we'll go back to the lobby. Also, I did check, this is definitely the longest stream I've had for this game, since we're almost about to reach the 2-hour mark. The longest was almost an hour and a half, and that was on launch week, or launch weekend, with my first flight in the multiplayer. Oh boy. Why do I have this horrible feeling that they are specifically targeting, because they're like, oh, is he trying to be a cooler? Can't have any Assault Horizon in my strange reel. Just I reset on death? I don't remember. I'm probably about to find out soon. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I feel like Battle Royale was maybe a mistake. And again, I guess 5th place isn't that bad, all things considered.
2 minutes remaining. Braking improved. Keep
Oh,
it up.
I did get 1. I'm now in 3rd place.
Target is in gun range.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Darn fingers.
Missile fired. Combat time's up. Not bad at all. Looking forward to seeing you in action again.
Oh, the flares do not, in fact, replenish. Get replenished. 3rd place, not bad actually. Especially since I'm not great. Ooh, I forgot to check the nicknames I got from the last match. Let's quickly check. Curiosity. Oh yeah, major. I mean, well, that makes sense since I became a major. Alpine Cuff. For why I up mountains. Old War Horse. For Rockoroya. DPS. Steamroller. Whatever that is. Sniper. Survivalist. Assist Ace. The Cleaner. Alright. Let's go Pixie, I think. Since, you know, hashtag Belka did nothing wrong. Oh, joining mid match. What a concept! That wasn't a thing in Infinity. Understandably so, but still. Could you do that in Assault Horizon? I don't remember. It's been too long since I played that game. Specifically the multiplayer. Granted, I don't really know. I don't think there's any point in doing that now anyway. I mean, I doubt that game has hacked a player base.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have
Alright.
enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can.
Have you found a reason to fight yet, buddy?
Delta 1. In gun range. Careful, enemy locked onto you.
This twisted game needs to be reset. That's what V2 is for. Although it probably shouldn't have fired away all those referential quotes right at the beginning and... oh boy. Okay. Holy crap, I have 30 charges? Oh boy, no, that was a bad timing on my part. Although I got one hit in.
Missile.
Missile closing in range.
Out. Oh, I'm really bad with this thing. Here was just thinking, maybe I should have made a Falcon set, since I mean that's a pretty iconic aircraft. But I'm kind of reconsidering that, seeing my skills with this laser. Then again, I mean that's such an iconic fictional aircraft at the same time. You know what? Let's extend the stream by having the Falcon and maybe the Raven too.
Missile fired. Enemy locked on.
Come on.
Missile.
Missile in the air.
No.
Missile.
I'm getting destroyed.
Missile.
Bandit right behind you.
Missile. Missile.
No!
One down.
Oh boy.
2 minutes remaining.
Although come to think of it, creating aircraft sets in the middle of a lobby may not work well, but I guess we'll find out. Worst case scenario, I guess we'll just pad out with flying other planes.
Box 2. Box 2.
Oh, that actually got in a few hits.
Careful, enemy locked onto you. Missile hit. Ranking improved. Keep it up.
How the heck am I 4th place? I mean, that's not victory worthy, but... Boy. Oh no!
Delta 1 out.
Should have used flares.
Remaining. Ranking improved. Combat time's up. You've still got a lot to learn.
Yeah, I really do. That was not great, but then again, it's Battle Royale. I'm not great at it. Since I've only gone in 1st place once. And I have that as a video up. But I don't know, 4th place I guess isn't too bad. Oh, Excalibur! Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's, I think we're gonna have to race through to create the Falcon set. That is very iconic after all. Please tell me it didn't make me the host again. Alright, Falcon! Where are you? Yeah, I'm not gonna... Oh, this one actually has War Dog. Interesting. I forgot about that. Ooh, Heartbreak 1. And 5th Fighter Wing. I can't find the emblem I'm looking for. There we go. No way, oh. Need to save at least, but yeah, let's not fly that. Let's take that one. Go through the mad rush next time. I do feel the Gripen is appropriate. Since they haven't, like, it hasn't been featured in every game, but most of the games. And it does kind of bring out a little national, like, well, maybe not a nationalist, but it does. What's the best word to put it? Like, it's just like, oh hey, that's neat. Since I mean I'm from Sweden, so I do appreciate having my representation. And I mean the Gripen has been pretty consistently featured since, I want to say, 5.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy
And it's also like a,
take down as many as
I mean,
you can.
not like a huge deal for a while of Ace Combat, but like it is also like at the back. You know, like, I mean, it is nice to see the Gripen in most of the games.
Target hit. Bandit on you.
Oh boy, it's hiding in the clouds.
Missile evaded. Impressive.
And it
One down.
kinda worked, kinda didn't. Did notice there were 2 other Gripens. That's a little bit funny.
Box 2. Enemy locked on.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There are multiple aircraft after me.
In gun range.
Oh, that was a freaking Raven.
Entering clouds.
I mean, that thing is really huge.
Missile incoming. Box 2.
Oh boy, there it is again.
3 minutes remaining. In gun range.
Meanwhile, I'm flying probably one of the smaller aircrafts. I just remembered. I mean, the Gripen is pretty small. Compared with some of the other aircraft. Oh no! Oh no!
One down. Box 2. 2 minutes remaining. Alpha 1 locked on. Target is in gun range. Careful, enemy locked onto you.
boy, oh boy.
Entering clouds.
Hiding like... Oh well.
Combat time's up.
Oh.
Still got a lot to learn.
Fourth place again. Not great, not bad. Kinda. Oh, I kind of skipped through that, but oh well. Do need all the time I can get to actually fix the aircraft set. Even though I probably should have left the lobby to do that. Right, let's see. Parts. I think this has pretty good maneuverability. Oh boy. Where's the laser thingy? And apparently I missed adding a part, but I think that will do. I think so, although I don't have the right emblem, but oh well. It doesn't really matter too much anyway, considering I'm using the War Dog skin, so it's not like the emblem is applied to my plane anyway. Ooh, that was a decent looking skin. I think it was for the Gripen.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Cleared to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Bravo 1. Enemy locked on. Bravo 1. Missile closing.
I'm firing my laser! Haha!
Bravo 1 locked on. Bravo 1 down.
Ah, there's the successor
Bravo 1
to my
entering
plane.
clouds. Missile closing. Evade. Target is in gun range. Careful, enemy locked onto you.
Oh, no, no. There.
Bravo 1 locked on. Missile evaded. Bravo 1 down.
Apparently my missiles wasn't finished reloading or something. I didn't quite catch what happened. I mean, not that it would have made any difference. Oh boy, boy, yeah. Hehe, flying right into it. I actually got a kill with the laser.
Bravo 1 missile.
Oh, that makes me really happy.
Of the clouds. Careful, enemy locked onto you. Box 2, box 2. Ranking improved. Keep it up. In gun range.
Gun range? Don't you mean... Oh,
One down.
rip.
Ranking improved. Bravo 1, box 2.
Ooh, I did a good number on him.
That's a miss. Careful,
Come on.
enemy locked onto you.
Ooh, I'm in third place.
Bravo 1, hit. 1 minute remaining. Bravo 1, out.
And back down to fourth. Let's see. Let's try... Ah, no. Try and snipe the weapon, but...
Ranking improved. Keep it up. 30 seconds remaining. Missile in the air. Missile evaded. Bravo 1, down.
No! I'm down to fifth. It's based on
Combat time's up.
kill
Still got a
series
lot to learn.
score. I don't know. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see if I can quickly get the Raven set. Although, I'm not sure that one really matters, come to think of it. But then again, if I have Alicorn and Mimic, might as well. He is a fighter. There we go. SP weapon. Let's go with drones because that's actually unique. Select the skin. I think I want to go with special skin. Just for the Hugin and Moonin part. Oh. No, I want to go up. Walk on range. Homing is always great. Let's see, can I don't think there's any parts for the UAV weapons. Actually, let's do that, yes. And then that one, I think. Emblem. Grunder is probably best suited, although not that it really matters. No time to pick a different nickname, so it'll be the standard one. boy, is that thing huge.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar.
Oh, it's...
Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your
Oh,
call
this
sign
is the
Bravo
cockpit.
1.
It doesn't actually have a cockpit. It's just... Let's see, when I last used this, I think I came realize that, oh, because I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe the UAV is a little bit OP in multiplayer, but I didn't really do so well.
Bravo 1, locked on.
Although if I win in the, well, I'm not going to win in this, but that's gonna be like, oh, that's maybe
Nice kill.
yeah, it's one down actually. Oh, apparently I'm doing surprisingly well, or maybe it's not surprising considering freaking
Chaplain flares deployed.
Raven.
Bravo 1, down. Locked on.
Also, but I don't think the UAVs are. Yeah, they don't seem to be doing much damage actually.
Enemy locked on. Bravo
It's
1.
also possible that there is some part that improves them, but clearly I don't have it in that case.
Missile fired.
Also kind of fitting. I mean, the whole reason why I decided to go with the UAV weapon is because it's fitting, because it lines up with the theme of this game, with
2 minutes remaining.
being on drones, and I mean, the ones you encounter in the campaign are drones.
Careful, enemy locked on.
Sent both UAVs on him just to be mean.
Target is in gun range.
Yeah, they do hit. They do get the hit in, but they don't do much damage. So that, but that's actually a good thing. That means they aren't very OP at least. Missiles are still the way to go.
Bravo 1, locked on. Bravo 1, down. UAV deployed.
Okay, so missile cams are a thing in multiplayer, although it's not very smart to
Bravo 1, missile fired.
switch to missile cam, I don't think.
Missile incoming.
Come on. No, no,
Target is in gun range. 1
no,
minute remaining.
no. Come on.
Bravo 1, box 2. Enemy missile evaded. Nice use of the clouds. Bravo 1, locked on.
Come on.
Careful, enemy locked on.
Alright, minions. Attack!
In the air.
Oh no! They actually destroyed him.
Missile hit. Bravo 1, locked on.
That lined up a little bit weird.
Combat time's up. Not bad at all. Looking forward to
No,
seeing
I
you in
didn't get a
action
chance to respawn, but third place, that's not bad. That felt slightly bit OP, maybe. Yeah, ooh, 2.5 hours, that's way freaking more than I thought I would go, honestly. And it's also getting kind of late. I am going to do one more. Because ooh, Silverwing. That's skins for the F-16. I still want to do one more. Because I started off with the stream flying a F-22 with the Mobius 1 skin. And I'm gonna end it by flying the F-22 again. But as Trigger. Actually, home is probably, maybe preferable still. No, nickname. Older and wiser. Oh, that's an interesting nickname. So we're gonna end on the same aircraft, but with a different skin, representing the protagonist of this game. Instead of Mobius 1, who is the most legendary one. The one that has... Actually, I guess there's Scarface from the first 2 games. And the remake of 2, Assault Rise and Legacy. I think it's supposed to be the same anyway, if I recall. But well, since one of those games is a remake, that's still technically only 2 entries, whereas Mobius 1 has Ace Combat 4, the arcade mode in Ace Combat 5, and of course the VR mode in 7, so it's a little bit of a bigger deal. Also, his skin I'm pretty sure has been featured in every Ace Combat game released since, and also very fitting that this is playing, since it is the final one, as it was the final mission in Infinity. Oh boy. Ah! Well, I guess that's karma for destroying with the drones last match. Also, I'm not sure how good of an idea it was to switch to 8 AAMs.
Box 3. Enemy locked on. Alpha 1. Alpha 1. Missile fired. Miss. That's a miss. In gun range.
I have a feeling that stick with trigger and you'll make it won't apply to this. Yeah, I'm not doing good at all. Alright, fire away.
locked on. Alpha 1, missile fired.
Let's see, I'm climbing up at least. Well, or not.
Target not hit.
Yeah, I could tell the moment it went into the clouds.
Watch your chest for flare supply. Alpha 1, missile. Careful, enemy locked on.
Apparently that wasn't a hit. Oh boy,
Missile evaded. Nice use of the clouds. Alpha 1 down.
Well, that was to be expected.
Lock on.
Let's see if we can climb a little bit higher at least.
Alpha 1, missile fired. In gun range. Missile incoming.
Oh no, I think I have drones after me.
Careful, enemy locked on. 15
Ah!
seconds. Box 2. Combat time's up. You've still got a lot to learn.
Huh. Got a trophy. Going it alone. I'm gonna assume it's for sorting in Battle Royale. Well, that match could have gone better, and I'm kind of like, do I really want to end it on that note? But oh well, it's I mean, holy heck. 2 hours and 40 minutes, that's way past what I expected to really get to, but before I go, let's actually check, because it was a skin I unlocked. Was it this one? Yeah, it must be. Was it an emblem as well? I know there were nicknames at least. Not seeing any new emblems. Older and wiser. Alright. Always alert. And there was some multiplayer medal. Which one was that? Silver something. Silver wings. Sorting multiplayer mode more than 50 times. Huh. All right, that's it for the. Oh, that's it for today. Boy, that was a way longer stream than I than I anticipated going in. So far the longest stream for this game. Granted, I had a few different aircraft sets I wanted to get through to celebrate the 25th anniversary for this series. And as we end, we're back on the title screen that has some rain droplets and some somewhat eerily music playing. Speaking of games that have rain droplets, or at least used to have rain droplets on, or at least the effects of rain on the title screen and vaguely eerily music playing in the title screen. Tomorrow I'm going to stream some Battlefield 4. So that will be a bonus stream. Or was this a bonus stream? Considering it's for the 25th anniversary. That's a very good question that I won't answer. You will have to figure that out by yourself. Which one is the main stream and which one is the bonus stream. So yeah, and that's also why I was thinking, oh, I probably won't go for very long, since I will probably go for longer on the, well, for one, because I was going to stream some Battlefield 4 as well, so that's a second stream on the same weekend. And also I'm going to squad up with a few friends, so that's probably gonna end up being on the longer side, as they do. As for this game, I always think like, oh, like, because I mean, as I said, I had a set goal to kind of get through a certain amount of aircraft sets and skins. Part of me is kind of like, well, there are a few more aircrafts that maybe I should have gone through, like the F4 Phantom. I mean, that's an iconic one, especially for this series. I mean, that's the starting aircraft in 1 and 2 and 4 and Infinity. And it is like a highly regarded craft within this series. I think the fact that it was pre-order bonus for both Assault Horizon and 7 probably speaks a lot for that. And there are some other planes like the Typhoon or the Black Widow, but going through all different planes in this game would have taken far too long. And I go through a bunch of them anyway. But also, I mean, I just end up having fun every time I'm streaming this, so but like that's always like the tricky part of like considering this isn't exactly a live service or constantly updated game. But I will for sure look for more opportunities to stream, particularly as we get more DLC, whatever that is. But anyway, that's enough rambling, as yeah, I've basically said everything I have regarding the stream and also the 25th anniversary of this series. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some Battlefield 4. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this if you made it this far. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Why not leave a comment with maybe saying which game that introduced you to the series, or just which one you love the most out of all these great games that makes up the Ace Combat franchise. You can also follow me on Twitter at LokaCola for my Twitter shenanigans. A link is in the description down below for that as well. So yeah, again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, Aces and Nuggets.